I had a strangely nostalgic dream, but can't recall much more. Where am I anyway? I'm standing alone in a worn-down hallway. I want to know what's making that sound. The air grows heavy as the ominous sound draws closer. A giant shadow flickers across the wall. The figure bobs and oozes forward until it finally reveals itself. A monster! Run? I try to run, but my body doesn't quite cooperate. I trip on something after a few frantic steps, and next thing I know, I'm nose-diving into the floor. I'm so dead! The monster opens its hideous jaws and lunges. Suddenly, I feel a strange sensation in my pounding heart, and white light flashes beneath my feet. Then a shining star shoots down in front of me. Oh, I thought I was a goner. Wait, that's no star. Ugh, maybe it was the magic tool. I feel so dizzy. Hold on, why am I here? I swear I was in the magic tool workshop a second ago. And who are you? Did you bring me here? A summoning spell. But how did you do it without an imprint? Says the guy who popped out of nowhere. I what? But I didn't do anything. I think I know what's going on here. That monster is harassing you, isn't it? This place is crawling with monsters. It's actually a wonder how you made it here all by yourself. Anyways, don't worry. I'll get you someplace safe. I'm Arcturus, first sorcerer of Boots. Guardian of Bound Arlen, blessed by the 88 constellations. Arcturus reaches out into the air and a long wand materializes in his grasp. He points it at the monster. Is he a magical boy? And a blinding white light shoots from its tip.
태어나기는.
It's astounding how long you can sleep without any regard for your surroundings. Hello, handsome stranger. Wake up, stranger. We value our time here, unlike you. Well, aren't you a looker? Absolutely ridiculous. I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that for your sake. No, don't pretend anything. You definitely heard it. I'll say it again. You're a looker. We've wasted enough time here. Let me briefly introduce myself.
나는 스피커다.
I am Spica, first sorcerer of Virgo. Arcturus, the one who brought you here, is my colleague. You're at Nebula, an off-campus dormitory for Contel Academy of Magic. So none of this makes sense to you. Not very surprising, considering your attire and manner of speech. This means Arcturus may be right about you crossing over from mid-Earthium. I suppose rift theories weren't so ludicrous after all. Don't mind what I just said, I was just talking to myself. Anyhow, that's all you need to know about me.
그렇다면
Would you care to introduce yourself as well? I was starting to grow a little curious. I'm gonna introduce myself. I tell Spica my name. I speak my name to him.
그래.
Key, nice name. I'll remember it. since it looks like you and I will be talking quite often. Oh, we will be talking quite often, me and you. It's about time the others arrived. As soon as he finishes his sentence, I hear running footsteps in the hallway outside. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, shut the door.
짜잔! 아키 등장!
Ta-da! Sorcerer Arky makes his grand entrance. Oh, wow, you're awake. Great. Was starting to get worried. Thanks for the help. Oh, come on. I just did what I had to. We were lucky the monster wasn't very tough, though. And I wanted to thank you, too. I'd be drowning in guilt by now if I hadn't heard you sooner. That took longer than expected. I take it you were distracted by other things? Sorry, so much stuff happened on my way here. It's not even funny, but you're laughing. I'm late because I took care of every single one of them. So did you two socialize a little while I was gone? Yes, I told him that he was quite the looker. Did you prepare everything I asked? Of course. Transfer sheet, all the other required paperwork, communications, magic tool, Stella tab, the list goes on.
자,
Here, Key, these are all for you. So I'm the transfer student, little old me.
그래.
Correct. We decided to strip all formalities down to minimum. Sign those and you are enrolled. Also, you cannot complain about our decision whatsoever. Not that this isn't a mutually beneficial measure. You probably already know this, but this world is different from yours. We're in Bound Arlen, edge of the world and the beginning of the rest of the cosmos, blessed by the 88 constellations. I know all this sounds confusing, but there's no need to panic. We'll send you back home in no time.
아크투루스.
You really shouldn't be making so many false promises, Arcturus. But I partially agree with him in that your exceptional magical talent requires our most dedicated care and attention. Otherwise, it is a risk. Magical talent? Me? Remember how I dropped out of nowhere when we first met? That's your magical talent, summoning magic. It's one of the hardest, riskiest kinds to pull off. Even the great sorcerer only uses it to fetch personal belongings. Furthermore, one must first fulfill a condition known as imprinting to summon a living subject. This sounds a lot like that Omega, Alpha, Beta. It sounds like the fan fiction that I read sometimes. That's all I'm saying. Imprints are consensual oath between creatures. I don't see how you two could have reached a consensus beforehand. It could have just been an anomaly in the spell. Didn't Key summon from somewhere originally? Ordinary? Somewhere, or whatever. You're right, it's not entirely impossible that complications led to certain phenomena that replace said condition.
그럼
Anyway, back to what I was saying. Key, we intend to protect and support you to the best of our abilities to prevent all possible risks. The best way to do so is to become a qualified student at the Cantel Academy of Magic like the rest of us. Key, you'll be Constel's very first transfer student. Could you explain everything in more detail? Because I don't mind being here. I'm very comfortable with this. We could, but an ideal explanation might require more than just the two of us. I can only imagine your confusion, but please understand, this is very challenging for us as well. And it goes without saying that we need full cooperation from you in order to make this work. First, we need to call upon the Guide Committee.